But first, the United States has issued a worldwide travel alert, warning its citizens of the increased terrorist threat as the repercussions of the Paris attacks continue to ripple around the world. Belgian authorities have arrested a fourth man they suspect of involvement in the attacks, but are continuing the manhunt for their prime suspect, Salah Abdeslam. As Anne Barker reports, the Belgian capital has now been in lockdown for 3 days.
The unprecedented security measures in Brussels are having a severe impact beyond Belgium itself. As the European headquarters, the city's lockdown has virtually paralysed political and economic life. The European Union has cancelled all but essential meetings. One major bank has told its employees to work from home. And with schools and the subway still closed, many employees can't get to work anyway. We're scared to take public transport, says one woman. That's for sure. Tomorrow, I don't know if the metro will open, but I think I'll be scared to take the metro. Actually, we'll see. I guess they know what they're doing, says another woman, but also that it won't stay like this much longer because everything is blocked. In the past 24 hours, Belgian prosecutors have charged a fourth man suspected of involvement in the Paris attacks. He's one of a string of people arrested in raids across the country, most of whom have since been released. Belgium's Prime Minister Charles Michel says the terror alert in Brussels will remain at the highest level for at least another day.
We have serious indications that an attack or attacks on different locations at the same time can take place. And that's why we have taken these measures.
The hunt continues, though, for Salah Abdeslam, the missing eighth attacker who fled Paris to Belgium after the attacks. Some reports suggest he was still in Belgium in recent days, not far from his home at Molenbeek, an area of Brussels where many of those arrested yesterday were from. One Belgian parliamentarian, Georges Dallemagne, says Muslims have lived at Molenbeek since the 1960s, but once moderate Muslims have fallen under the spell of radical preachers at a Saudi Arabian-run mosque just near the European Parliament.
They have sent preachers, imam, who were delivering very radical Islam, and sometimes even imam who were delivering hatred speeches and anti-Western speeches, anti-human rights speeches.
French authorities too continue their investigations into the attacks. Police in Paris have revealed what appears to be an abandoned suicide vest dumped in a rubbish bin. The belt was similar to the ones used by other jihadis last Friday week, but lacked a detonator. The ongoing fear in Paris is having a severe impact too on the French economy, with tourists staying away. The message we want to convey is that we mustn't be alarmist or irresponsible, says French Prime Minister Manuel Valls. The government has put in place a number of emergency measures to help businesses, restaurants, hoteliers, concert halls in Paris who could see a decrease in their activities in the coming weeks. It's a mood that won't be helped by a new travel alert from the US warning its citizens of the increased terrorist threat. World leaders are gathering momentum to intensify attacks on Islamic State. A French aircraft carrier has arrived in the Middle East to increase the number of airstrikes on ISIS targets in Syria and Iraq. And the UK Parliament is debating whether Britain should do the same.
Anne Barker reporting.